Emmanuel Business Collaborative was launched in spring of 2020 in an effort to better connect Emmanuel students with the local business community. There are 4 pillars to the Business Collaborative. The first are our live case studies. The second are our speaker series. The third are our focused internships. And the final component are our research opportunities with faculty. The Emmanuel Business Collaborative live case studies are an opportunity for us to better connect our students with the local business community. So if you look at sort of the range of experiential education, these are sort of at the far end of, or the higher end of giving students real world experiences. So all of our students do the typical case studies that they'll analyze in a classroom, but doing live cases gives them the opportunity to interact with local businesses on real world problems. The way that the live case studies work is that we do, myself and a few other colleagues will actually write a case study after multiple meetings with the company founders. The students will read that case study, and the founders will actually come into the classroom and present their business issues to our students. The students work through a series of questions to try and make some recommendations. The founders stay involved. They come into campus for Q&A sessions. They give their emails to our students. They kind of really get to know our students over the course of the semester. And then the projects will culminate in our students providing a full report and set of recommendations for these business owners. Our students really benefit by seeing real world business issues. So when you read a case, a textbook case, there's an answer. Typically there's a right answer, and here there isn't. And it's also, these cases are dynamic. So it might be, for example, with our Housing Works case, there was, some things that happened over the course of the semester that actually changed the recommendations that the students would make. So the students really see a higher level, they're able to analyze a higher case with a higher level of complexity. And they really appreciate that in feedback from students. They recognize the difference between sort of static cases and these dynamic cases.
The Emmanuel Business Collaborative Speaker Series designed to bring industry leaders to campus. They share their insights, their experience, their stories with our students. So we try to run 2 to 4 of them every year. We kind of vary the topics from innovation to entrepreneurship to marketing or management, whatever it might be. We've been fortunate to have some pretty high-profile guests.
Without being so centrally located in the city of Boston, I think it'd be really difficult for us to feel as embedded as we are within this community and within our local entrepreneurs, with our local entrepreneurs. An example of this is at our last speaker series, several of the companies that we had worked with, they came in person and they were able to attend the speaker event. So we kind of, our colleague from the Boston Chamber of Commerce described it in the best way. She called it our ecosystem. Like our ecosystem arrived at that panel event, and that was because of our location, because we're right in the city of Boston. So our third pillar are our research opportunities. So we want to make sure that students are engaged in research with faculty. We think it's really important for students to understand that management is an evidence-based discipline. So understanding where our theories and where our ideas come from that comes from research. So it's really important, again, that we understand how those theories connect to research. I teach organizational behavior, and it's very much evidence-driven. So all of the theories that we use, all of the recommendations we might make around organizational behavior come from research. So we have a research component to the Emmanuel Business Collaborative, whereby we have 5 research assistants each semester working on faculty-led research projects. They're funded positions. We've received grant funding for that. And so students will spend 12 to 15 weeks really engaging in hands-on research with the hopes that they also will be able to publish with a faculty member the results of those research. Our fourth pillar is our focused internships, and those really follow on from the live case studies. One of the things that we noticed with the live case studies is that our students would make terrific recommendations, but the organizations we were working with didn't necessarily have the resources to implement those recommendations because, again, they're new, growing businesses. So we found that sometimes having student interns go into that organization after our capstone classes have made recommendations, then our students can help to actually implement some of those recommendations. We've had a few of our case studies organizations where that's really been a successful match, so sending students in right after the results are released from the live cases. We also are very specific in the types of businesses that we work with for the collaborative and that we partner with. So we're really looking for businesses that either have a social justice mission embedded into their business model, or that they're owned by women or a person of color, so that we make sure we're not only reflective of the Boston business community, but we're also reflective of Emmanuel's mission. And our location is just perfect for doing that, because we're very centrally located. Our entrepreneurs can come and go from campus as they would like. Our students can go out and do research in the local communities. They can go visit the entrepreneurs' businesses. And so it's been a terrific benefit for us.
This year I participated in the case study with Coils to Locks, and they are a medical wig manufacturer or distributor that specifically targets women with curly, kinkly hair and are going through the chemotherapy process, and they are losing their hair, losing their identity. So what this company does is they offer wigs that will look like their natural hair to get their identity back. I'd say the biggest takeaway from the live case study and working with Coils to Locks is the ability to be hands-on with a real company. You know, you're not reading something that's out of like the textbook that could be fake, or the numbers aren't real, or you know the situation is just like played out perfectly. It's a real company, so you're doing real hands-on work, and it's work that we would be doing outside of the classroom after we graduate.
It's an extension of Emmanuel's mission through the School of Business, and it's a way that our business students can give back to that local business community, and they get a lot back from the business community as well. So it's just a perfect relationship within for our business school students.